All right, so these are Ted Cruz's speech.
Well, this is part of the climate mobilization. The climate mobilization is a national movement to get people and political candidates and elected officials to pledge to engage in a World War II scale emergency mobilization to fight climate change.
Today with 8 Republican candidates talking about what they're standing for in this election, and nobody's talking about climate, which is the greatest threat humanity has ever faced, and they're pretending it's a non-issue.
Basically, the crisis is so acute right now, the urgency is so great that we need to do what we did back in the 1940s to fight fascism. We changed an entire economy in just 6 months. Between 6 months and a year, we had the entire thing focused on a goal. And we could do that again. If we did it for war back in the 40s, we could do it for a peaceful cause right now. And right now, the candidates aren't speaking about that. They aren't talking about that. Even whether it's Democrat or Republican, there's no sense of urgency. What we want to do is through the iconic image of Rosie the Riveter to remind people that, yeah, everybody got involved back in the 1940s. You know, women went into the workforce. My dad would go down to the railroad tracks in the South Bronx and collect little pieces of tin from the cigarette boxes. Everybody got involved, and we need to do that again. Everybody needs to get involved, and we need a candidate who is going to become a champion to lead that mobilization.
And it's the issue. And we need to deal with it. We need to deal with it now. So we're here to draw attention to that. We need to mobilize and get busy. We have the ability, we have the technology, we have the know-how. We just aren't doing it because we lack the political will. But there is a groundswell of grassroots energy coming forth that's going to make this happen. I am convinced of it.
Climate change is the biggest issue that our country is facing and that the world is facing at this point. And we have to set aside some of our squabbles and other differences and join in fighting climate change. It's nothing more urgent and nothing more important than that. I don't care who you want to vote for. You can vote for anyone you want. Just be sure that person is in favor or has ways to fight climate change and will do it.
Okay.
It's really important.
This is Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter.
If somebody will hold it, I'll do this.
Rosie, she's back, and she's concerned that, like we did back in World War II, we actually changed an entire economy in less than a year to fight fascism, and we feel that we should be doing that again for climate change. Right now, climate change is that big of a deal. I'm just curious what you guys think about climate change and about the idea that we should mobilize to fight it in a big way.
I like private action. I like voluntary cooperation between individuals. I think that when you have the government only acts through force and violence. Instead, I think people cooperatively coming together. So we support the individual liberties of individuals here.
150 species going extinct on this planet every day. We've got to do something different. Business as usual doesn't work.